Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric. My co-host Mr. Brody is here. Playing another game for the 1978 Boston Red Sox season using Strat-o-matic baseball. This is game number 103 of the season, and they're going to be starting a short two-game series with the Chicago White Sox. This is a game from July 31st of 1978, last day of July. And it'll be Dennis Eckersley on the mound for the Red Sox at Fenway Park, going up against Ken Kravec from the White Sox. So let's get this game underway.
Welcome to the stadium for today's ball game.
Alrighty, play ball. So Dennis Eckersley is on the hill, as we said. He's got a record of 12-7 with a 3.10 ERA. He's pitched 163 innings, given up 148 hits, 42 walks, and 82 strikeouts, and has given up 17 home runs. So the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago White Sox is as follows. Thad Bosley, the center fielder, will bat first. Don Kessinger is the shortstop, batting second. The second baseman, George Orta, bats third. Batting cleanup is the third baseman, Eric Soderholm. Left fielder, Ralph Garr, will bat fifth. Bob Molinaro is the DH today, batting sixth. Claudell Washington, the right fielder, bats seventh. First baseman, Lamar Johnson, bats eighth. And behind the plate, batting ninth, is going to be Mike Colburn. I wasn't sure of his first name there. So it's an average night here at Fenway Park. Thad Bosley steps to the plate. Corners are Hobson and Scott are going to play in. Eckersley looks in for the sign from Fisk. Here's the windup and the pitch. And it's going to be off the 2 column of Bosley. Bosley comes in hitting .217 with 3 runs batted in. And he's going to get a base hit just past Scott. So Evans cuts it off and holds Bosley to a single. So the defense for the Red Sox is going to be Rice, Lynn, and Evans in the outfield. In the infield, Hobson, Burleson, Remy, and Scott. And behind the plate, Carlton Fisk. As you can see there, their ratings there. Hobson's definitely the liability there at third base. And Rice and left is average range. Lynn and Evans are both excellent outfielders. And Fisk behind the plate is excellent also. Scott and Remy are a little bit above average range. And Burleson is excellent at shortstop. Will commit a few errors though. Eckersley on the mound is average range and does not hold runners on well. So the White Sox will probably be running against Eckersley today, as Fisk is a -2, but that +4 -2 give it a +2. So you'll add 2 to any stolen base ratings. So Kessinger steps to the plate. Corners are playing in again. Kessinger comes in hitting .283 with a homer and 29 runs batted in. Eckersley looks in for the sign from Fisk. Looks at the runner. Kicks and delivers. And it looks like Bosley's going to break for second here. And let's see, it's a 1 to 15 safe chance. We're an 8% catch error. We're going to try to throw it for him. Why not? And no chance, as Bosley gets himself a stolen base. So running in scoring position now for Kessinger. This is the pitch by Eckersley. He's going to get a good pitch to hit here. It's going to be off Eckersley's 6th column. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. Evans is there and makes the catch. Bosley's going to tag, and he'll make it to third easily. Not a very easy pitch for catch for Evans to throw on there, as he had to backpedal quite a bit. Was not in good throwing position. So 1 down now for George Orta, the second baseman. Orta comes in hitting .233 with 12 homers and 40 runs batted in. So fly ball will most likely get the runner home. So it's going to be off the 5 column of Orta. And this may do it. It's going to be a ground ball to Remy. Looks like the Red Sox will play him back. They were going to concede the run. Gets in front of it. Oh, rare play. Let's see what that is. Maybe he throws him out. Fires to first, pulls Scott off the bag. Scott finds the bag and touches it before the batter. And Bosley holds. So Scott is able to find the bag before Orta gets to it. And Bosley holds at third. So Eckersley could possibly get out of this without any damage if he can get Soderholm. Soderholm struggling on the year, hitting just .189 with 7 homers and 34 runs batted in. So here's the windup and the pitch. It's going to be off the 3 column. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. Rice backpedals quickly up with his glove and makes the catch. And hello, Miss Maggs. Miss Maggs is joining us. Just went into the back room for a little bit. I'm sure she'll be back out soon. So what do you think, Mr. Brody? You think the Red Sox are going to win today? Do you smell victory today? I think so. All right. So, Ken Kravec on the hill. He comes in with a record of 7-10 with a 4.11 ERA. Pretty close to his actual record and stats there so far. 129 innings pitched, 117 hits allowed, 53 walks and 99 strikeouts, and 22 home runs. So, yeah, his stats are on pace to equal what he did for the actual season. Pretty close to that, anyway. So for the Red Sox, Rick Burleson, the shortstop, leads it off, followed by Jerry Remy, the second baseman. Batting third is the left fielder, Jim Rice. It looks like Kyle Yastrzemski's out for another day. Must have some kind of nagging injury that's not putting him on the DL, but keeping him out of the starting lineup. So batting cleanup behind the plate is Carlton Fisk. Center fielder Fred Lynn bats 5th. Right fielder Dwight Evans bats 6th. Third baseman Butch Hobson bats 7th. George Scott, the first baseman, bats 8th, and it must be a lefty on the mound because Bob Bailey is the DH today, batting 9th. So Rick Burleson steps into the box. He's hitting .280 with a homer and 32 runs batted in. Here's the pitch by Kravec. And that'll be a strikes him out. Says that Burleson went around. Says 1 gone in the Red Sox first. Brings up Jerry Remy, the second baseman. Comes in hitting .305 with 2 homers and 34 runs batted in. It's going to be off the 1 column. And that's going to be hit over the head of Bosley all the way to the wall. And Remy will be at second with a 1-out double. And he might try to triple. Oh, we're going to try for a triple here. As it's hit into the triangle. 80% chance we're going to try for it. And Remy's going to be safe at third with a triple. That's definitely a Fenway Park triple on that one. So an RBI opportunity for Rice. Rice comes in hitting exactly what he did in the actual season, hitting .315 with 29 homers and 87 runs batted in. He's been stuck at 29 homers for quite a while, so he's definitely due. And it's going to be off the 6th column of Kravec. And Rice misses and strikes out. So it'll be up to Fisk if the Indians continue. Fisk comes in hitting .304 with 13 homers and 56 runs batted in. And it's going to be off the 2 column. And Fisk is going to be hit by a pitch. Looks like it hit him on the foot. So they'll put runners at the corners for Fred Lynn. Lynn comes in hitting .289 with 20 homers and 66 runs batted in. See if Lynn can do it. Ooh, he's not going to have much of a chance here unless it's a range play. So it's off the 4 column of Kravec. And nope, that's going to be a fly ball to center. And that'll do it. So the Red Sox also threaten but do not score. And after 1 full, no score here at Fenway Park. So Gar, Molinaro, and Washington up against Eckersley here in the 2nd. Gar comes in hitting .312 with 2 homers and 21 runs batted in. Eckersley looks in for the sign from Fisk. Toes the rubber. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's going to be off Eckersley's 4 column. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. Range check on Lynn. He's a 1 range, so he should come up with this one. Gets in front of it. And makes the play for out number 1. So that'll bring up Bob Molinaro, the DH today. Molinaro comes in hitting .249 with 7 homers and 23 runs batted in. Already has more home runs in 100 less at-bats than he did in the actual season. That's going to be off the 5 column. And it's going to be a 1-out walk to Molinaro. So Claudio Washington up now, hitting .274 with 4 homers and 18 runs batted in. Scott holding on Molinaro at first. Molinaro does have some speed here. And he's definitely a threat to steal. So I think we're going to go with a... Can we go with a pitch out here? I can't remember. Some games you can, some games you don't know. Nope, we can't do a pitch out here. So, alrighty. So, and Eckersley paying a lot of attention to Molinaro. Throws over. Molinaro scrambles back quickly and just avoids the tag. As he almost got caught on that one. So here's the pitch to Washington. And he's going to get a good one hit here. And fortunately, it's a 19 roll, which is good for the Red Sox. And that's going to be a fly out to Evans. So let's check out the scores from around the league. So Milwaukee and Baltimore scoreless. Keep an eye on that one. Cleveland on top of Kansas City 2-0. Yankees are ahead of Texas 2-0. Figueroa and Medic currently dueling. And in the 1977 replay, using out of the park baseball, Mr. Brody, who is the GM and manager of the 1977 Red Sox, has acquired Medic, Doc Medic. So he is on the Red Sox in 1977. So another score, Detroit shutting out Toronto 4-0, and Oakland on top of California 2-0. So a lot of shutouts going on so far. And that'll bring up Lamar Johnson. Johnson's hitting .268 with 7 homers and 27 runs batted in. And it's going to be off the 5 column of Eckersley. And that'll be a line out to Hobson. Snares it for out number 3. So after 1.5, no score. Evans, Hobson, and Scott come up to bat here in the 2nd for the Red Sox. And if anybody gets on, Bailey. Evans comes in hitting .270 with 16 homers and 61 runs batted in. Already has almost as many RBIs as he did on the actual season, and about 150 less at bats. So he'll probably shatter that. Not if he keeps rolling on the 2 column. That's going to be a fly ball to center. Bosley's there. And makes the catch. So Evans is the first out of the Red Sox second. Going to bring up Butch Hobson, who is no longer on the Red Sox in 1977, as Mr. Brody has traded away Butch Hobson and out of the park baseball. He traded Butch Hobson for... trying to think who he traded it for. Was that the Doc? No, he traded him for... yeah, for Doc Medich. So, all right, Hobson hitting .287 with 9 homers and 40 runs batted in. And it's going to be off the 2 column of Hobson. We want that 7th roll there. But we do not get it. Instead, he grounds out to Kessinger, fires over to Johnson. And there's 2 gone in the Red Sox second. So it brings up George the Boomer Scott, hitting just about where he hit for the season, hitting .234 with 8 homers and 30 runs batted in. It's going to be off the 4 column of Kravec. And it's going to be a called 3rd strike. 3rd strikeout of the year for Kravec. And that'll be it for the Red Sox in the second. So after 2, Boston nothing, Chicago nothing. So Mike Coburn getting a chance to start today. Hitting .263 just in 19 at-bats. The 2 runs batted in. Steps into the box. Eckersley looks in for the sign from Fisk. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's going to be off of off the 1 column of Coburn. And that's going to be a ground ball to Hobson at 3rd. Scoops it up. Over to Scott at 1st. And there's 1 gone in the Chicago 3rd. Top of the order, Bosley up now. He's singled off Eckersley back in the 1st. And Bosley gets frozen by that. Called strike 3. High and on the outside corner. So 2 quick outs in the Chicago 3rd. Brings up Don Kessinger. And quite possibly some of the ugliest uniforms ever. Those White Sox uniforms. Especially that hat. Well, the shirts weren't much better. The top uniform tops. But the hats were pretty bad too. So Kessinger flew out his first time up. And this time he'll get a base hit up the middle. So Kessinger's on with a 2-out single. George Order grounded out his first time up. Scott will hold Kessinger on first. And he'll draw the walk. That was a delayed call on that one. So the White Sox got something going with 2 down here in the 3rd. Brings up Soderman, who flied out his first time up. And he's going to get under 1 here, pops it up. Remy has a beat on it and makes the catch. So up to 2.5, still no score. Bob Bailey will lead it off for the Red Sox. Bailey struggling on the season mightily, hitting just .140 with 2 runs batted in. And it's going to be off the 4 column of Kravec. And Bailey goes down on strikes. Surprise, surprise. So 1 out for... I think I'd almost rather have a pitcher batting 9th than have Bailey bat 9th. So Rick Burleson up now. Strikeout victim his first time up. He'll get a good one to hit here, though. And he's going to give this one a ride. And... oh, it's up by just a foot or 2 down off on the Green Monster. That was close to going out. Burleson will end up on second with a 1-out double. So Remy with a chance to put the Red Sox on top. Tripled his first time up. Stretched a double into a triple. And 3 column. And he's going to get under 1 here. He pops it up. Kessinger has a beat on it and makes the catch. And there's Miss Mags. Brody, you be nice. Alright, so Jim Rice up now. With a chance to put the Red Sox on top. Struck out his first time up. And it's going to be off the 6th column. And he's going to line out to order. Makes the catch for out number 3. So the Red Sox unable to get the clutch hit, and after 3 fulls, it's Boston nothing and Chicago nothing. Ralph Garrell lead it off for the White Sox. Flew out his first time up. And swing and a miss for strike 3. Eckersley with his 2nd K of the day. So it brings up Ballinero, who walked his first time up. And he's going to get under one here. Evans ranges to a right and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down in the Chicago 4th. Washington up now. Flew out his first time up. As Miss Maggs is now the co-host. Mr. Bodie is right behind me here. And that's going to be a line out to Burleson. And the White Sox go 1, 2, 3 in the 4th. So we're headed to the bottom of the 4th with the score Red Sox nothing and Chicago nothing. Both teams have the same line score, 0-2-0. So good pitches duel so far. Gonna bring up Fisk, who got hit by a pitch his first time up right on the foot. See what he can do here. And he strikes out swinging. So Kravec with his 5th K of the day. And Fisk is the first out of the 4th. Freddie Lynn flew out his first time up. And he's going to get a hold of one here. And this is going to be gone into the bleacher seats over the bullpens. And the Red Sox go up on top on the solo home run by Fred Lynn. So Lynn's 21st home run of the season. So he's only 1 home run off of his total for 1978. And he puts the Red Sox up by a score of 1-0. So Dwight Evans up now. Can they go back to back? No, it would have had to been on the 3 column of Evans, or possibly the 5 column of Kravec, but this will be off the 6 column. And this is a deep fly ball, but Bosley has room and makes the catch for out number 2. Actually, it's a diving catch there. Can't always tell by the animation here. So Butch Hobson up now. Comes up with the bases empty and 2 down. Grounded out his first time up. And Hobson could possibly go deep here if we can get a 6 roll here. Or a 2 roll. Or even a possible 10 roll. Let's see. No, instead he's going to take it upstairs for ball 4. So Scott, strikeout victim his first time up. And this time he'll line out to order. And that'll do it for the Red Sox in the 4th. But they score on their solo home run by Freddie Lynn, his 21st of the season. So Lamar Johnson comes to the plate. Lined out his first time up. Eckersley now with a lead. And he strikes out swinging. Waved at that one. So 3 Ks on the day now for Eckersley. Mike Coburn grounded out in his first at-bat. And this is going to be hit off the wall. Lynn races. Reaches for it, and it's over his head. And Coburn will lope into second with a double. So 1 out double. It's a time run in scoring position for top of the order Bosley. He's 1 for 2. And that's going to be a ground ball to Remy. Over to Scott for out number 2 as Coburn moves to third. So Kessinger singled his last time up. Comes to the plate. And Swung on and missed by Kessinger for strike 3. So after halfway through, it's the Red Sox 1 and the White Sox nada. Bob Bailey will lead it off here for the Red Sox in the 5th. Strikeout victim his first time up. Oh, can Billy do something on this one? This is his best column. Let's see. Oh, of course not. Bob Bailey gets a home run roll, but the split is too high. 1-15 would have been a home run. And I would have fell off my chair if Bailey would have hit that one. But instead, it's just a long out. That would have been nice to see. So Rick Burleson comes up with 1 down in the Red Sox 5th. He doubled his last time up. And this time he'll strike out looking. As he looks at strike 3 right down the middle. So Remy up now. He's 1 for 2 with a triple. And back-to-back Ks to end the 5th. So Bailey makes a bid for a home run, but call falls just short, and it remains 1-0 Red Sox as we head to the 6th. Order up now. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Ooh, Order's going to have a chance to go deep here. Instead, he'll line out to Remy. The first out of the White Sox 6th. Sauter home, 0 for 2. That's going to be a ground ball to Hobson at 3rd. 2 Harper. Scoops it up and fires the first. And it's 2 gone in the Chicago 6th. Let's take a look at the scores here. Milwaukee has jumped on top of Baltimore 3-1. Kansas City and Cleveland are tied at 2. Yankees still lead Texas by a score of 3-0. Detroit ahead of Toronto 7-2. And Oakland and California are tied at 2. So 2 outs now for Gar. Looking for his first hit of the day. And he won't get it here as he lines out to Scott for out number 3. So through 5.5, Red Sox cling to a 1-0 lead. It's going to be Rice, Fisk, and Lynn up for the Red Sox. And it could be Yastrzemski's getting some rest against another lefty today, so that could be possible. So here comes Rice, and that will not help him on his 2 column as he hits a ground ball to Sauter home. And throw is going to pull Johnson off the bag, but he swipes Rice out on the way by. And Rice is the first out of the Red Sox 6th. Fisk 0 for 1. Also reached on a hit by pitch back in the first inning. And this time it was a weak ground ball to center. Kessler up with it over Johnson and gets Fisk by plenty. So Fred Lynn, responsible for the only run of the game, hit a solo home run back in the 4th, his 21st of the year. Comes to the plate. Let's see what he can do here. And it looks like Kravec was pitching around him. And he draws a 2-out walk. So we have Dwight Evans. He's flown out twice today. And bounces in front of the plate. Gets by Coburn. So Lynn will move into scoring position on the wild pitch. So Evans with an RBI opportunity here. Takes a call, 3rd strike. So the Red Sox cannot take advantage of the wild pitch. And it remains 1-0 as we head to the 7th. So it'll be Molinaro, Washington, and Johnson up for the White Sox if anybody gets on Colburn. So Molinaro 0 for 1 with a walk. He's going to get a good pitch to hit here, though. And he's going to hit a single to right. As he flips it to... Evans picks it up and flips it to second. So Scott will hold Molinaro on. I'm pretty sure we can do a pitch out here. Can we do a pitch out? I thought we could. I might be thinking of another game. Apparently I can't. Alright. Alrighty. So the corners are playing in. Expecting Washington to bunt here. On the inches away from the bag. Holding close to the bag. Eckersley's watching him closely. And he's not going to be bunting. Instead, he's going to hit this one a long way, but Evans is there at the fence. And he makes the catch after a while. So Evans robbed him of probably a home run there on the short wall there. And that probably would have put the White Sox ahead 2-1, but Evans makes the catch for out number 1 as Molinaro holds at first. Brings up Lamar Johnson, who's 0 for 2. And strike 3 as Johnson is punched out. So Coburn up now. He's 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up. And oh, they're gonna relieve him for a pinch hit. Looks like Ron Blomberg is gonna come on the pinch hit. Blomberg comes in hitting .266 with 8 homers and 30 runs batted in. And Molinaro's off with the pitch. We're gonna throw for him. And he'll be in there safely as Molinaro's under the tag. So 10 steals on the season now for Molinaro. So Blomberg with a chance to tie it up here. And he will, as he's gonna... Ooh, that one almost got out of here. Instead it short hops the wall. And Blomberg will drive Molinaro in with an RBI double. So the score tied at 1 now. Go ahead run now in scoring position. So Eckersley looks at the runner. Kicks and delivers. Oh, they found a lot of hits there, but he finds the pop-up. And Burleson makes the catch for out number 3. But the White Sox tie it up on the pinch hit double by Blomberg. So, let's look at the trivia question brought to you by Mr. Brody and Miss Mags. Who played a record 23 seasons with the Orioles primarily at third base? It's got to be Brooks Robinson, doesn't it? Yeah. I think he might have played some shortstop, but I'm going to go with... That's probably a pretty easy one there. I'm going to go with Brooks Robinson on that one. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Not too hard a question there, Mr. Brody and Miss Mags. Thought they'd be easy on us tonight. Alright, so Butch Hobson leads it off in the home half of the 7th after they sung Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Game now tied at 1. So Hobson's 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. And he'll draw another walk to lead off the 7th. So that'll bring up the boomer, George Scott. It's been pretty quiet today, 0 for 2. And he'll get a pitch to hit here. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to hit this one to the opposite field. It's going to go into the corner. And Hobson's going to be held at third with nobody out. And Hobson will go into second with a RBI double. I mean, with a double, as Hobson holds at third. Now, let's see what we have on the bench here. I think Yastrzemski might be on the bench here. Got to bring in Yastrzemski to pinch it. I can't rely on Bob Bailey to put the Red Sox ahead. Not when the game's... Well, there is nobody out. Oh boy. Let's see if Yastrzemski's even on the bench. I think he is. Yep. Yeah, we got to bring in Kaiser. Let's check out his card. I don't know, though. That's not all that impressive. He does have some home run spots there. But so does Bailey. Bailey actually has some home run spots. I think maybe with 1 out we would have brought 1 out or 2 out. We definitely 2 outs definitely bringing Yastrzemski. 1 out probably. With nobody out, I think we're going to try Bob Bailey. We'll give him a chance to in his last season. We're going to give Bob Bailey a chance here. Here we go. And it's not going to... Oh, well, I think that they made our decision for us there. As Jim Willoughby is going to come in, who is a righty. And we're definitely not going to leave Bob Bailey in to face Jim Willoughby. So I think we did force a pitching change there. As Jim Willoughby comes in with a 5-5 record and 41 innings pitched, the ex-Red Sox. He was on the 1977 Red Sox. 336 earned run average, so definitely we take him out and we bring in Yastrzemski. That's a no-brainer there. And the only one really to bring in now is Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski will come in at DH. Yeah, that's a no-brainer there. See, Yastrzemski with a chance to put the Red Sox ahead here. Infield playing in. Trying to cut the run off at home. Willoughby looks in for the sign from Naharodny now catching. I didn't see that. Naharodny catching. So here's the windup in the pitch by Willoughby. And Yastrzemski is going to get a chance to be the hero here. And Yastrzemski is going to gone. So Kyle Yastrzemski with a 3-run blast, pinch hit home run. See ya later. So we got to thank Bob Bailey on that one, as Bob Bailey probably forced the pitching change there. And we countered. Don Zimmer countered with bringing Yastrzemski in the pinch hit, and the captain made him pay with a 3-run blast to put the Red Sox up 4-1. All right. So I'll bring up Rick Burleson. Still nobody out. So Willoughby coughs up a 3-run jack to Kyle Yastrzemski. And that'll be a ground ball to Soderholm. Up with it over to Johnson for out number 1. So that'll bring up Jerry Remy. Remy's 1 for 3 with a triple. Triple back in the first. And it's going to hit a fly ball to Bosley in center. Bosley is at 3 range. Gets under it. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. As Bosley went a long way for that one. So it'll bring up Jim Rice. Jim Rice 0 for 3 on the day. And, ooh, he's going to get a good pitch to it here. Can he hit his 30th home run? Let's see. No. He'll ground out to Kessinger. Gets the 12 split. Unbelievably. But that'll do it for the Red Sox in the 7th. But Kyle Yastrzemski puts the Red Sox on top with a 3-run bomb. And it's now 4-1 Boston. And let's take a look at this actual game. Red Sox won this game pretty easily in real life with a 9-2. So it'll be Kessinger, Order, and Soderholm up for the White Sox. Eckersley now with a 3-run lead. And Kessinger lines out. He's now 1 for 4. That brings up George Orta. Orta's 0 for 2 with a walk. And he'll ground out to Burleson, scoops it up, fires to first. Two quick outs in the Chicago 8th. Soderholm 0 for 3. Make that 0 for 4 as he's going to fly out to Rice and left. Rice circles under it. And the White Sox go in order in the 8th. So Carlton Fisk will lead it off. He's 0 for 2. Also hit by a pitch back in the first. And he'll get under one here. Bosley camps under and makes the catch. So let's check out the other scores. Milwaukee's still ahead of Baltimore 3-1. So the Red Sox will maintain pace if the scores hold up. Cleveland edging Kansas City 3-2. Yankees ahead of Texas 3-1. Detroit winning over Toronto 8-2. Oakland and California are still tied at 2. And the Red Sox will, after tomorrow's game, will face the New York Yankees in a series for over the weekend. Not over the weekend, but for the rest of the week. That's a Wednesday. It might be just a 2-game series, as I think that's a Wednesday and Thursday game. So Fred Lynn started off the scoring with a solo home run. Back in the fourth comes to the plate. Officially 1 for 2. And that's going to be a base hit, so Lynn gets his second hit of the day. So he'll be on with 1 down. Johnson holding him on. We're going to try a steal. Why not? Let's have Freddie Lynn try a steal. Does he have any on the season yet? I don't think he has any. We've got to get some attempts in here, so let's try it. See if he can get a jump here. 60% chance. Here he goes. And he's out. So Lynn gunned down by Naharadny. So it's going to bring up Dwight Evans, 0 for 3 on the day. Sometimes you just got to try those low percentage things just to get the stats to where they should be. Because normally I probably wouldn't steal with him all year, but we might as well while we have a 3-run lead. And only 3 outs to go. So Butch Hobson up now. He's walked twice. Came around on Yastrzemski's 3-run pinch hit home run. And let's see if Hobson can get on. And he'll ground out to Willoughby. Flips over to Johnson, and that'll do it for the Red Sox. So ahead to the 9th. Eckersley going for a complete game here. Oh, actually, maybe he's not. He's got 130 pitches. There is action in the Red Sox bullpen as Drago and Stanley are loosening up, but we're going to try to let Eckersley finish this one. Let's check our bullpen just to be. It would be a pretty easy save. Bergmeyer could come in. He's got 4 saves on the season and doesn't have one yet here. And Elfgar is a lefty. He's got it's all lefties coming up too. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to bring in take out Eckersley here, and bring in Bergmeyer and try to get him a save. Makes sense. Not often we're going to have 3 lefties in a row. They'll probably pinch hit, but I think we're still going to. Yeah, let's bring in Bergmeyer to get the save. Why not? So Eckersley's day is done. He pitched a fine game. He's in line for the win. I believe his 13th win of the season. Bergmeyer here in the face guard. Bergmeyer comes in with a 1-2 record, 5.92 earned ERA, 38 innings pitched, 51 hits allowed, 14 walks and 24 strikeouts, and has surrendered 5 homers. So let's see if they're gonna bring in Kevin Bell off the bench. So Kevin Bell comes in, just a 191 hitter in 68 at bats with 2 homers and 5 runs batted in. So far 4 for 10 on the season with an RBI. So here's the pitch. Oh, this might not be good. And it's not. So Bell greets Bergmeyer rather rudely with a solo home run. Red Sox still with a 2-run lead. Oh, Molinaro was the DH. He wasn't the catcher. For some reason I thought he was the catcher. So I guess Naharani probably was in there the whole game. No, actually I don't think he was. I think it was somebody else. Yeah, it wasn't him. Anyway, Molinaro comes up now. Let's see if they pinch hit for him. He's 1 for 2. You're going to let him hit here. I was going to say they probably only have so many bench players. And that's going to be a fly ball to Lynn in center. He should have this one. He's under it. And puts it away for out number 1. So Claudio Washington up now. He's 0 for 3 on the day. He'll hit for himself. And that's going to be a ground ball to Scott at first. Waves off Bergmeyer and takes to the bag himself for out number 2. So the White Sox down to the last out here. Brings up Lamar Johnson, who's 0 for 3. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. Lynn should have it. Puts it away. And that'll do it. As Bergmeyer gets his first save of the season. Eckersley with the win. Let's check out the box score. So, alright, so let's go through the box score here. Eckersley gets his 13th win of the season. He's now 13-7. Pitched a fine game there. 8 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 1 run. It was earned. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. Tom Bergmeyer with his first save. Pitches an inning. Allows a solo home run to Kevin Bell, the pinch hitter. But that was it, as he's able to nail it down. For the White Sox, Kravec with the loss is now 7-11. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed. 3 runs, all of them earned. 3 walks and 8 strikeouts. Gave up a solo home run to Freddie Lynn. Jim Willoughby, though, would get coughed up the big home run to Kyle Yastrzemski as he came in the pinch hit, a 3-run blast, which ended up being the game winner. So he pitched 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. And a walk. Let's go through the Red Sox box score now. Rick Burleson 1 for 4. Not many hits in this game, just 6 hits for each team. Burleson 1 for 4. Remy 1 for 4. Jim Rice was 0 for 4. Carlton Fisk 0 for 3. Also got hit by a pitch. Freddie Lynn 2 for 3 with a solo home run. Dwight Evans 0 for 3. Hobson 0 for 2 with a run scored. Scott 1 for 3 with a run scored. Bob Bailey, the DH, almost hit a home run, but is officially 0 for 2. And Kyle Yastrzemski, if it wasn't for Eckersley's performance, Kyle Yastrzemski would be the player of the game, but he's going to be player of the game number 2 as he hits clutch hit of the game with a pinch hit 3-run homer off of Jim Willoughby. For the White Sox, Thad Bosley 1 for 4. Don Kessinger 1 for 4. Orta 0 for 3. Soderholm 0 for 3. 0 for 4, sorry. Gar 0 for 3. So the heart of the order for the White Sox hitless. Kevin Bell with a pinch hit homer in the 9th. Bob Molinaro 1 for 3 with a run scored. Washington 0 for 4. Johnson 1 for 4. Coburn 1 for 2. Ron Bloomberg 1 for 1 with an RBI as a pinch hitter. RBI double. And Naharani came on to, that's it. Naharani came on to catch after Bloomberg pinch hit for Coburn. And did not get an at bat. So let's take a look at the standings here. So let's see here. It looks like Milwaukee ended up winning, and the Yankees also won. So the Red Sox remain 2.5 games behind the Brewers, 62-41 in the 103rd game of the season. Kansas City and California are tied up top of the West with the records of 57 and 45 and 59 and 47. So Kansas City percentage points ahead of the Angels. And that's it. So let's take a look at tomorrow's starters and call it a ball game. We'll take a look at some of the results too. So the Yankees lose, which is good. And it looks like Milwaukee had the day off, so the Red Sox can gain a half game on Milwaukee if they can get a win against the White Sox. So tomorrow's game is going to be, August 1st of 1978. It's going to be Mike Proley. I think it's Mike Proley on the mound for the Chicago White Sox against Louis Tiant. And Yastrzemski is back in the lineup, thankfully, as a number 4 hitter. It's a cleanup hitter. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from High Ground Gaming, my co-hosts Mr. Brody and Miss Mags. Bringing you another game for the 1978 Red Sox replay. We've only got 59 more left, or over 100 games. So everything's going to get exciting now. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.